see. I believe we're live. Yep, I want to say we're live. Just let me make sure. Receiving your content. Yeah, boy, what's going on, people? What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. While we adjust and wait for everybody to come through, welcome to Fornever Fridays. This was kind of done as a tester. Hold on, let me mute the stream. I got the stream going though. There we go. This is the first official episode. Obviously, we're starting on a Thursday. Chapters dropped early and shit like that. So we're gonna talk about, let's see, Black Clover manga. We're gonna talk about One Piece manga. We're gonna talk about the My Hero Academia movie 2 announcement. We're gonna talk a little bit about the My Hero manga. I'm not caught up yet. Y'all could talk about in depth though, because I don't really care about spoilers. I've kind of already been spoiled to some of the stuff that's about to happen. We did a tester of this last week. I had a lot of fun. I figured, why not? Let's do it up. We could do a bunch of creative things on here too. And honestly, I'm just kind of experimenting and having fun with you guys. So let's look at the chat real quick. Volume kind of low. Hold on. Let me see. Put the mic a little bit better. Yeah, we're gonna go in depth. I got my note board here, so we all groovy. It's not low. It's like robotic. Is it robotic? Shit. How bad is it on a scale of 1 through 10? Because I don't know. I think, honestly, it's actually my Wi-Fi that's probably messing up. Let me take a listen. Let me see. Hold up. Matter of fact, let me see what's going on here real quick. Yeah, it sounds a little bit. Yeah, that's wild. What's going on here? There's always something when it comes to my live streams, though. There's always technical difficulties. I think we're actually going off of the wrong mic, possibly. Um, Shit. Let me give one try of something. Again, what we're gonna do though, because last time obviously I just let it go straight through. I'm gonna edit these and re-upload them in the singular form as well, so that way, even if we have these technical difficulties or something going wrong, we can fix it up. So let's just see audio. Maybe that's what it is. Let's try this. See if it changed anything. Hopefully it did. Did it change anything? I don't think it did. If not, we're gonna just say fuck it and go anyway, and I'll get it right the next time. But fuck it, because I want to start this shit up. Nah, I don't think it did. Alright, fuck it. So let's go, baby. Let's start it off. Alright. Well, let's start off. Matter of fact, I want to talk about My Hero first, because that's the one that I unfortunately couldn't catch up with in time. Um, Change volume sound on your broadcaster. Let's see. Maybe that's the case. Properties there. Microphone raspberry. Let's try that. Maybe that's the case. That's the only other thing I could think of. I give that last try. I don't know. Nah, it's still sounding terrible, so fuck it. Yeah, alright. So, let's start off with the My Hero Academia manga. One of the reasons, I'm not even gonna lie, one of the reasons why I'm not caught up yet is where I'm at in particular, because the last time I talked about the manga, I look back, it was about chapter 200, I want to say. And then I looked and I'm like, okay, I don't really remember much. So I went back a little bit. I went back to like 195 or so, wherever the beginning of this Class A versus Class B training thing happened. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was just kind of like, ugh. I just feel as though right now My Hero is at a standstill part. I feel as though it's not really at a progressive part of the story. Well, where I'm at, I've heard a couple of things about Deku, and I sound like I'm inside of a Pringles. Yeah, I know. I know. I don't know what's going on with this mic. I've given it multiple attempts. I'll get it right next time. But for now, we live from a Pringles can. Anyway, My Hero Academia. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just like, I'm gonna catch up. But then I heard also something that there's a major BS that happens in all of this, in like Deku's power or something like that. I don't know, to be honest with you. I heard that like people are feeling like this is that when Naruto's destiny thing happened, how people started feeling a certain way, and they were like, no, Neji was right. So I don't really know. So I'm gonna catch up, but I gotta throw the question, I guess, to you guys real quick. Is it worth it? Do you feel as though My Hero Academia manga right now is worth it, or should I still wait? Because again, I got about like 20 or some odd chapters to catch up, and where I'm at right now, to be honest with you, is like a little bit. It's feeling like chorish in a way because like it's a lot of the side characters, a lot of Class B characters, and it's not to say that the entire manga or anything like that. I'm just really not feeling the arc that I'm in right now. Let me see what you guys think. Chapter 221 just came out. Somebody said, nah, it's boring. Another person said, yeah, it's worth it. Okay. Bungo Stray Dogs. No, I never. Yo, Jazz, what's good? Shout out to Jazz Feezy, bro. Shout out to my boy. Yeah, we back in full force, bro. We ain't stopping the other show as well. We got to talk more about that too, bro. But all love. I hope you're doing well, bro. We talk some other time when we get to go more in depth, but that's my dude right there, Jazz Feezy. Amazing producer. Gang, gang, yeah. But yeah, so My Hero Academia. I don't know. Like the Class B stuff. Like the only thing that's really popping, and again I'm terrible with names, is it Shinso. I'm excited about that character and what he's bringing to the table. The change that I'm seeing in Deku as a character. With that character kind of being involved now because the whole flash that he got of the history of the predecessors of All for One or One for All, it was due or the initial spark that he got was from that guy using his power. So he's kind of cool. But aside from that, I'm just kind of like, So yeah, I mean, with that being said, then the My Hero Academia movie, My Hero Academia movie 2 was just announced. From when we got a visual of, I believe it's Deku and Bakugo, and it just says like 2. It's supposedly coming in the wintertime. Another original story. Um, I mean, I haven't even seen the first one, to be honest with you, and I missed an opportunity. I was supposed to see the first one when it was premiered at, I want to say, was it at Anime Expo? It was definitely played there. I missed out on it. So, to be honest with you, I'm kind of excited, but I got to see the first one. I always get excited just in general. I like the wave that we're going on with anime movies. So, we got My Hero Academia movie 2. I think it was leaked. I'm not sure if it was officially confirmed, but it's from the upcoming magazine of Jump. And that's pretty dope. Again, not the biggest thing in the world because I'm not that invested in the movies of My Hero right now since I haven't seen the first one. So, with all that being said, that's really, for the most part, what I have to say about the My Hero Academia. I guess the franchise in general. Manga, kind of a bit lackluster where I'm at, but few people are. I'm seeing mixed reactions for the most part of My Hero, whether or not I should, catch up right now. I'm gonna catch up regardless. It's just a matter of when. I'll probably do it at a slow pace because there's a bunch of other stuff, Magi, Tokyo Ghoul, I got to do. But My Hero Academia, and then of course we got the new movie. The new movie. Let's see what it is, because the first one, from what I heard, was a pretty damn good film, and it did a lot of cool in-canon things with relationships and stuff like that. So I'm definitely excited for that. So now, with that being said, let's jump into it. I'm gonna give y'all the option again, like I did in the last stream. Which one do y'all want me to talk about first? Black Clover manga, the latest chapter, or One Piece, the latest chapter? Let me know. Let me know. And by the way, somebody brought up Attack on Titan. Man, I gotta catch up with the manga, but I'm not that far behind on the Attack on Titan manga. And let's see, I'm seeing Black Clover, One Piece, Black Clover, Black Clover, Black Clover, Black Clover, Black Clover. Black Clover is dominating, baby. So is it Black Clover? Do I see any One Piece? Black motherfucking Clover, yeah, boy. You know what time it is. It looks like we got a Black Clover house in here. So I think we're gonna have to go with the magic first. We'll do Black Clover first. So let's start this bad boy off, cause honestly, Black Clover right now again, chapter 190. What is it? Is it 198? I think it's 198. The latest chapter, Black Clover, baby. My gosh, let's talk about the. I mean, okay, and this is gonna be a little bit scatterbrained because I do have notes here, but right now I kind of just want to dive into just the epicness of, man, because we got an all-out brawl that was just built up in this chapter, which was even more fire. We have Nozel we got Yami, we got Asta, we got Yuno, and then we have them. That's the party, which honestly, it's the other people are outnumbered, but from what I've seen, numbers might not matter too much with this demon or the devil, whatever you want to call him. Which, by the way, and I'm not trying to get donations or whatever, but I don't want this to keep going off track. So probably like a $5 minimum donation thing for me to read things in the middle of this, so that way I don't get completely off track. I apologize, but I just don't want, in case anybody starts donating stuff like that in the middle, then I'll lose my concentration. And y'all know my memory is absolute dog bollocks. So yeah, that's something that I wanted to say early on. But so going back, Black Clover, baby. There's so much to talk about, because now I believe we've had already 3 demons, if I'm not mistaken, in this. We have the one that's here right now, which seems like he's on some god level strength. This could potentially either be the person responsible or the person itself that was that demon head in the beginning that we see in every episode of the anime that the first Wizard King fought. That could be him. So we have him, and that he came from, what was his name? Ron? I want to say the dude's name was Ron. So that was that demon. Which, by the way, this chapter very Manga inspired. I want to say that as well. Falling into depravity. Eric Arcega, what's up, bro? Any new music? I'm working on a new song right now. I'm working with an artist that I really believe in. Shout out to Apollo Cade. That's my guy. We're making major moves out here. Thank you for the donation, brother. But so we got Ron's demon. We have Asta, which I love the way the narrative is being presented from, like, the perspective of, like, we're getting the inner thoughts of the villain. Normally when a villain shows up out of nowhere, they keep them mysterioso. We don't learn too much about them immediately. But Tabata is giving us the perspective of the thoughts of the demon right there. So very, very interesting the way the narrative is being presented. The art, incredible. Love it. Absolutely. Tabata's work. I mean, it's hard to describe. Like, honestly, Hungry Joker, he sold me then on, wow, this guy, he knows what he's doing. So art, absolutely incredible. But Ron's demon, Asta's demon, which I'm kind of curious what it could be, because it was just so much. It was kind of confusing, I'm not gonna lie, especially when you're getting it like if the villain is talking as if Asta and them are the villains. So it's kind of like, wait, what? You know, too cold though. I'm sorry, I just had to read that because you know it's pretty freaking cold. That dude's sick as hell. And then, wait, hold on. So we had that demon. Shoot, who's the third demon now? I have it here. Hold on. I got the notes here. Let's not panic. And, well, we had the original demon. Was I counting him? See, that's the thing about live streams. It's interesting. So if anybody knows who the third demon would be. But as of right now, we got up to 3 demons at the very least. So is this the head demon? Because the way he's talking like if they flies. Right now it's looking like if Asta and Yuno ain't nothing. He was talking as if this, or Patri is just like, weak. And Patri is giving them work. So if Patri's giving them work, and this guy's looking at Patri like he's just an empty vessel of anger, which, again, falling in depravity, Magi fans know what time it is. That this is straight up inspired from falling into depravity. I don't care, but it really makes me question just how strong he is, and things are insane. So let's start off from the beginning. At the very least, we know that there is a strategy that can be implemented for him to be damaged, because Asta, damaged the demon with, a quick thing, but to him it was just kind of like nothing, because then he pulls a Majin Buu and he's like, oh, heal, right? Because he pretty much says, heal yourself. So it's kind of interesting, and I'm curious to know more about this dark magic, the Grimoire of Despair. Very, very hype. I'm not gonna lie, like, y'all can probably tell by my enthusiasm that it's pretty lit. So we have that. And again, I'm going to keep going in my notes. When you get the upload, none of this will be here. Refers to Yuno as an elf loved and favored by Mana, as well as the power of a spirit. Yeah, because of course, Yuno has that guts angel thing going on from Berserk, and at the same, which he called him an elf. So, which my theory, and I'll talk about it in a whole other video, which it kind of just seems obvious to me, is that Asta and Yuno are twin brothers of some sort. And now it's starting to look more based on what the demon said. Asta is at the very least half human, half elf, right? Or Yuno, or both. So I'm more and more curious exactly what their heritage is, because we know they were just abandoned at the doorstep. For me, it just looks very similar to like a Naruto thing, where the first Wizard King is somewhat related to them. I think Tabata will put his twist, because Black Clover is more and more looking like it's taking the shonen tropes and doing a very interesting twist or spin on the classic thing we've seen. I apologize, people. The microphone is a little on the trash side. I'm going to have to upgrade. So let's continue. Refers to Asta as the owner of the grimoire that should have been his. Yeah, it seems as though Asta's grimoire is like one of the most beastly things in the world, and I love how it keeps hyping it up, but again, it's not going in the typical route as if Asta is having this internal struggle about these things. Asta don't give a shit. He just wants to keep chasing his goal. That's something that I love about Asta. He never forgets. Be honest with you, and I'm gonna keep it real, and I know probably people that don't like Black Clover are gonna shun this or whatever. Asta is one of the most interesting, fun, and probably better main characters in Jump right now. Like, he's not trying to be edgy. He's not trying to discover the demons within him. He's funny, bro. Yeah, there was like, one thing about the chapter was that corny ass speech that Asta gave. It was like, you know, turning things around, which it was cool, whatever. It just felt like in the moment, like, yes, the Naruto comes out, which it used to bother me with Naruto, but honestly, Black Clover is just more and more feeling like it's Naruto's kind of offspring in a good way, but also with a couple of other things. Because again, the falling into depravity aspect from Magi was clearly in this one. The dark elf, baby, the dark elf, the fake lit Patri. I'm curious again because, like I said earlier, if the demon is that damn strong and Patri, like, yo, it's crazy. Honestly, Patri got played really bad. This was clearly, well, this inspired me as the plot twist, like Naruto, but this is just what should have happened. Like, this is Kaguya done right, like I said before. Kaguya Otsutsuki, the trash that happened there, this is done right. Like somebody, a character like Lit or Patri, the fake Lit. Well, you know, I was gonna say because Patri is more like an Obito-ish, so I don't know. Who else out here hitting on Sister Lily? I'm sorry. Every once in a while, yeah, catch me. I apologize. We gotta keep this on course. I don't know what kind of WRB you're gonna hand that grimoire. Yeah, see, again, it's another example of like, this demon is weird. He says, I don't know who you are or what type of demon you are, but you're gonna hand that grimoire over. Like, bro, you're the villain. Just because you feel entitled, and like, honestly, you can see the symbolic nature of all this. In essence, it's like, hey, there's bad parts, and he went down, which was kind of like, it's so much of a mixture. I know I'm scatterbrained again, but it's so much of a mixture of like he's Black Zetsu because he was changing history. Like, it's interesting at the very least. It gives me reminiscent feels, but again, it's doing things in a way that I'm like, it's better in certain aspects. And I know it's blasphemous to Naruto fans, but it is what it is. Now let's see what else. Physical form. Now I'm kind of curious because he was talking about manifesting in the real world, that now he can do it. He needed the grimoire, and now he can go, and he's trying to fly to the exit, but then he's thinking that he wants to take Asta's body, so that's the body that he needs, because it's weird how Lit is the only one that needs an artificial body. Patri, everybody else got reincarnated except Lit. Lit's the only one that has that. So was the demon going to take Lit's body, and then he just decided no? Does he need both of them? Does he need the artificial body and Asta and Yuno, or just Asta? Very, so many just questions blowing into this as this chapter occurred. It like blew a million theories in one. Now, I'm kind of curious because 500 years ago, the Grimoire of Despair was born, but then there was resistance. Where was the resistance? Again, more than likely the first Wizard King and Lit. Who knows? Honestly, maybe Lit is Asta and Yuno's father. The real Lit. Maybe Lit is Asta and Yuno's father, or the first Wizard King, which the first Wizard King just seems like, honestly, it seems like a great plot twist and a better plot twist if it's the first Wizard King, or if it's Lit that is the father. That is some like, it's like Star Wars-esque, I guess. I am your father, but without the, doing the same thing as well, which, hey, it's Black Clover. It takes inspiration from everywhere. Take Star Wars. Why not? Just do your own take on it. Make it Black Clover-esque. Like, that's where Black Clover shines over what Fairy Tail couldn't. Fairy Tail tried the same strategy, but it failed because it was just kind of like too much of like, hey, dead on the nose. Black Clover's like, yo, let's go. Now, the demon tainted Patri to make it easier, and again, nasty as hell. He says, oh, it was so fun, which Patri, he turned into like, he was hype when he was Lit. He's cool as the dark elf right now, but Patri, I'm sorry, bro, like, if I was Patri, I wouldn't even want to come back. Like, yo, just send me away. That's one of the most humiliating things in the world. Bro got humiliated from jump, from birth. Okay, he was a puppet dancing. Okay, that's freaking crazy. The demon, the devil, whatever, played Patri from birth. And then, of course, he became the Dark Elf, way stronger, but still, I'm curious. If that devil is talking like if they're flies, and he's not even in his complete form, he's trying to get out of there, or is this his complete form? A lot of interesting things. I can't wait to see how this is done in the anime. Because the anime, this is a good time to show an incredible moment. Moving on. What's up to everybody in the chat? People just joining, people that have been here. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this is where the demon says the human bound the fate of an illegitimate child of elf and human. I mean, that's pretty dead giveaway. Asta and Yuno, or one or the other, which I think at the time he was referring to, I want to say Yuno, but he could have been referring to Asta. But either way, it's clear as day. They're half-breeds, which is going into also the Ichigo-esque, like, Bleach element, which they all take from... There's only so many avenues you could go with storytelling. And that's where Ichigo started turning into, oh, yes, he's a Quincy, he's a Shinigami, he's a human dildo. Like, you get what I'm saying? They're going that route. Don't stretch it too far with Asta. And then, he's elf, human, demon, Piccolo pig. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just chill. Just saying. Yeah, like I said, the corny speech from Asta at the end, it was like, that was Naruto-esque, and that was just not even Naruto, that was shonen, we can do it. Wasn't really feeling it, I'm gonna be honest with you, wasn't feeling it at all. End of the chapter though, baby. Yami and Nozel show up. That demon is about to, I don't know, I was gonna say that demon is about to get the works in him, but again, who knows? I think Yami has some crazy, limitless potential. Yami, coming from outside of all this, is interesting as well, because he's a party that's not necessarily completely invested in this, but he's invested enough because, the kingdom or whatever, but he's not one of the, you know what I mean? He's an outsider. He comes from a whole different place. So it's going to be interesting to see there, of course, with Nozel. Nozel's interactions with the demon are going to be the key ones that are very interesting, because Nozel, you know what I'm saying? He has that superiority complex. He's a narcissist, the House of Silver. So when the demon is looking at him like, hey, fly, buzz off, it's gonna be interesting. Maybe Asta will get kidnapped by the demon, theory there, because he wants him and he's trying to save him from this. He wants the body, or he'll attempt it. But we got 4-on-2 right here. The thing is, though, how strong is that devil and demon? What is his connection to the original demon devil? The one, or the big monster, again, that the first Wizard King had to fight? Or was that big monster lit? Is this all wrapping in? Which, if that's the case, we're really getting deep into Black Clover, getting closer to ending. That's just how I feel. If we're getting all of this now, where could we go with it? I mean, there's other kingdoms to explore, so there's that. But I really hope that that's not the case, that we're running towards the end. Next up. And so, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, Black Clover, this chapter, I ain't gonna lie, I give this 9 to a 9.5 out of 10. Incredible chapter. Very, very big setup, build up, a lot of revelations, a lot of theories, though, to come from this, of Asta's heritage, Yuno's heritage, what this devil plays in all of this, who the first Wizard King is in relation to these characters now. Likewise with Lit. Why does Lit? We still have the question of why is Lit the only one that's reincarnated with artificial body? Why does he need one? Why is he too strong? Again, is it because his sons is there, his offsprings, or are they on some Ashura and Indra Naruto? You know what I mean? What's going on? Yeah, the author did say that he wants it to be like on some One Piece stuff, but I don't know. Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of Zoro in a bit. Is it Zoro or Sora? I think it's Zoro. I'm not sure. But yeah, Black Clover, absolute greatness. That chapter, bombshell, art was incredible. That my favorite panel of, well, there was a couple ones. Seeing Asta and Yuno in their forms, they look sick as hell. But when the demon is holding the book, and then after that you see, like, he's like, oh, it's so easy to manipulate him. He's like, very, very sick, very awesome. Way better take on that type of story than like what Black Zetsu or Kaguya try to pull. Get them out of here. I just gotta keep it real. Yeah, I want a time skip, bro. I want to see Asta a few years older, still the same height, but maybe Yuno has like longer hair or something. You know what's gonna happen. Black Clover is playing on every trope. I guarantee. I bet my left testicle that Black Clover is going to have a time skip, and if it doesn't, damn. Where do I donate it to? Let me know what you guys think, though. Now we're at that part. I want to know, Black Clover, latest chapter. How do you feel? What do you feel about the demon as him being the big villain of all this? Is he the first or original demon that, we seen in the beginning of the story that fought against the Wizard King? Is he just a normal demon? Again, the way he talked about Patri is like if he was weak, and Patri is really, really strong. So what's up with that? Or is he just talking in terms of like what his true form will be? Maybe right now he's not that strong. It was definitely freaking hype. Thank you, Kitaro-kun. I appreciate that. It's fire. I hope that he leads to a big, big thing of villains. Maybe we'll have like the 7 deadly sins in there. Tabata's having fun with it, and that's what I think it is too. That like in an interview, he kind of like spoiled a future chapter, and thankfully they didn't play the interview until the day the chapter came out in the magazine. But that was very funny. Like he's having fun with it, and you could clearly see. But man, the threat right now. If you thought Lit or the fake Lit Patri was like vicious, savage, this demon and this whole story and this world building that is leading up towards is even greater. Hells yeah, can't freaking wait for more of it. Now we just chill out for a minute. We're gonna go next to One Piece, and as we continue, I guess I'll explain this while we just chill here for a minute. As we continue and I catch up, we'll do the segment. It'll probably get a bit longer. We'll do the My Hero and Promise Neverlands, because my whole idea is Fornever Fridays will be mainly of the Jump series. Again, I'm trying to do My Hero, Black Clover, One Piece, Promise Neverland. Then, ideally, on Wednesdays-ish, somewhere around there, maybe Tuesday, one more live stream event like this, where we do 7 Deadly Sins, the Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest, and, Eden Zero. We could do that. That'll be another piece of content, and then they'll all have their separate uploaded reviews and live reaction, all that jazz, which, not live reactions, I don't do live reactions, sorry, but yeah, so that's the idea, once I catch up to these things, to bring more of this content. I know a lot of you guys been like, yo, where's the stuff? This is my plan, to bring back the chapter reviews without making it impossible. I don't have the time anymore to sit there and do 5 or 6 videos a day anymore. I'm not trying to complain, I'm just being honest with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm a family man. I got things to do. I got goals, ambitions, and a family to take care of. So this is my best way to get back into the whole swing of talking about the latest manga and what we all love. You know what I'm saying? What all started all this. You love the plan. Thank you, Nate Gunn. Yeah, the mic is kind of trash. I'll fix it for the next one. I apologize. I always, and this is that I've been planning this for like kind of almost all day, except the last second I was like, oh shit, what's with the mic? And then shit happened. So I apologize. The next one will be better. And the uploaded one, I'll fix the audio the best way I can in the settings. Yeah, that way, you know what I'm saying? The content is up here. And I could just break it down for you guys, and then you guys still, for the people that can't miss the show, I'll have the full show uploaded as well as the individual reviews. We'll see if that works. If people rock with it, then we go with that. Show us the ink. I don't know. Nah. Yeah, it's the Berserk Sacrifice Curse Mark brand, whatever you want to call it, and it says, this is a quote from Three Kingdoms. I don't know if anybody ever seen the Chinese live action. It says, I'd rather betray the world than let the world betray me. And by the way, too, when I do these live streams, these little segments will be the best time when I'm not doing, the super chat stuff to like talk and shit like that. The intermediate between it. Obviously, this stuff will be a part of the full show. I heard something crazy happening. I saw a crazy picture. I ain't gonna lie, I'm actually low-key excited for Fairy Tail and Eden Zero, because I've heard great things about both of them. I heard Hiromashima's not playing this year. I don't know. I'm interested. And I want to check out Fairy Tail anime, although it looks kind of Flash animation-ish. It looks One Punch Man Season 2-ish. I'm just saying. So, okay. Oh, real quick. Love Dr. Stone Chainsaw Man. Before we get into One Piece, one last thing. Ideally, I want to also catch up to Dr. Stone at some time. Maybe I'll throw in a little bit of my catch up in here as well. Maybe we'll get a couple of Dr. Stone videos in there. I'm really excited about Dr. Stone. And honestly, as I'm catching up to stuff, the segment might grow. The segment might increase further. We just got to see how it goes. To be real with you though, I have a blast doing this, and again, it's dope that I finally get to bring you guys the content back of the review. So hopefully all goes swell. Again, it takes two though, because if these things, like, people don't support them, then don't say later, hey, Fornever, what happened to the reviews? Because then if you don't support the reviews, you know what I'm saying? Just being fair, being honest with you guys, being transparent. I like to keep it real. So I was thinking, yeah, maybe get some Dr. Stone content in there. Get some, what's the name of it? Kimetsu no Yaiba. Patri's a Dark Elf, absolutely. Alright. One Piece 937. Yo, Zoro. Luffy. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. I guess let's start off with this question right here, boys. Which one got you more hype? Luffy's Haki mission, trying to catch up to what Rayleigh showed him, or Zoro with whatever's going on with that sword? Because I'm not sure, is that the blood? Is that a curse? Is that it's obtaining more and more Haki? What is that going on? A lot of epicness with One Piece as well. Again, I'm just kind of like torn because it was dope. I think honestly Zoro owned this chapter 100%. Zoro, no question, owned the chapter. But in terms of like the interesting aspect of Haki and what's happening with them, we've seen a massive change and growth with both of them. Luffy's looking like he's ready to take on Broly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Zoro looking nasty too. And I'm just, is it just me? Because I ain't gonna lie, I am very, very thankful. Very, very, very thankful that Zoro's getting a fight finally. Zoro, if I'm not mistaken, is this Zoro's very first major, real big, which he's not on Death's Door, but injury since we've gotten the time skip? Because I mean the fight with Pika, let's call a spade. That fight, I hated it. It was a slow, sluggish, just grinding, like, bro, fighting for 1,000 chapters. What are you doing? I wasn't feeling it. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't really care for the Pika fight. But then we get this. Yo! I ain't gonna lie. It was hype. That fight. Ooh! Which, to be honest with you, I personally feel as though it seems like that was a setup. The little girl was laughing as if they do this way too much, and the woman was, I don't know, it kind of felt like a setup to me with what was happening to Zoro when the two swordsmen, we got the swordsman on the bridge, and then we got the other swordsman that came out of nowhere, and they're attacking him. It seems as though that's some type of setup that they have, some type of charade, some type of ruse, so to speak, to catch people off guard and either rob them of some sort, and maybe it just happened to be that, like, Zoro had something really rare that they're like, oh shit, you know, but it seems as though that was a setup. And I guess let's just backtrack a little bit to just mention, which I don't really care for this. Like, I want this to progress. This is at an absolute standstill right now of the scenes of Chopper with Big Mom and him being scared. I feel as though a month ago I was reading the same thing of, like, Chopper's scared, being next to Big Mom. Cool. Let's progress. I understand. If she becomes Big Mom again, it's going to be bad. Got it. I get it. Cool. How about, you know, let's get it to that point, which she's going to become Big Mom again when the time, is there. When it's necessary, or when it's, actually, it'll probably be at a very inconvenient time in terms of plot for the Straw Hats, or what's happening. Maybe in the middle of a big battle, Kaido will punch her so hard that she'll remember everything of some sort, but that's where I see it. Or it'll be where they need her right there, she's about to finish it, and then she becomes Big Mom and says, what the hell am I doing helping you guys? That's probably how I see it happening. But honestly, Chopper, just let's move on with that. That was like not a fun way to start it, to be honest with you. Not for me. And then the biggest thing, which it seems as though in New World, Luffy's training has been plot wise and building up and foreshadowing stuff like that, that he did with Rayleigh, has been one of the most important things to this story and to Luffy's development and everything. We've seen the change with Luffy. It's clear as day that there's some type of, maybe Haki has some type of Saiyan or Super Saiyan system-esque type of deal. What I mean by that is, maybe there's like, okay, with all the battle that you get and all the experience, maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's Zenkai boosts. If you don't know what a Zenkai boost is, what happens with the Saiyans when they get battle damage and they get recovered, that they're stronger than before, maybe that's what it is with Haki. And that's why Rayleigh, he just barely puts his hand up and an elephant goes flying, but Luffy has to put in work to put down these crumbs, these low-level beings. So maybe that's what it is. But then at the same time, it's like, what is happening with Zoro? It seems as though Luffy and Zoro are on two sides of the same coin, because something is happening with Zoro, but it doesn't necessarily... I mean, it could be Haki, but it seems a little bit weird and like, I don't know, is it blood on the swords? Do the swords have, like, Haki themselves? Or a certain sword? Remember, if I'm not mistaken, is that the cursed sword? Because if that's the cursed sword, whoa. If that's a cursed sword, then, hey, it's a curse. And the further you go, the harder it's going to be. Maybe the user eventually loses his soul in all this. Maybe it sucks your soul out of your body. Maybe that's what happened with the other user. Maybe that's why he was running around as a skeleton. Maybe there's something else. Yeah, I apologize. I know the sound is bad. Forgive me. Haki is crazy high level. And then that was like a good chunk. We saw again the setup with Luffy versus Queen. Well, Queen is still sitting there like eating, and Luffy's like next up. That's kind of going a little sluggish too. I thought we was going to immediately get some Luffy versus Queen. I mean, when Queen arrived there, I'm like, yo! Oh, Queen is going to sit down and watch Luffy take out some low levels. Hopefully, next chapter 2, Luffy just punches Queen and shit gets real. But again, remember, Queen ain't no joke. Like, it's funny because he's a funny character design there. But if you think about it, Queen is, whatchamacallit? There goes my bad memory. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, no, there we go. Queen is on a level of comparable, at the very least, bounty-wise and crew-wise, to like a Katakuri. How's that going to work? I mean, if Luffy gets weakened, it's going to be hard. I mean, he's already, like, it seems as though, based on, I don't know how long it was, I can't remember, after Act 1 of Wano finished, Luffy has trained enough, and again, I said in my other video, like, he possibly has a gear 5th of some sort, but you can see that he's not even, like, he's stronger than he was when he fought Katakuri. Clearly, clear as day. Him and Kid fighting every day to get their food, basically, roughing it out in the big house, It's going to be interesting to see where it moves forward from there, because now Luffy is even stronger. In his fight with Queen, maybe it won't be as bad of a fight, or not bad, because that was a great fight, Luffy versus Katakuri, but what I'm saying is, maybe he'll be just way stronger than Queen at this point. Maybe Luffy is a bit more closer to Yonko. Well, I think the point where Luffy will be like, oh, he's straight up Yonko, is when he can do what Rayleigh did. When he can knock elephants back with barely moving his hand, that's when he'll do it. Yeah, Raizo's still there. Raizo's hiding out. And pretty much Zoro steals the chapter. Zoro doing his first 3-style sword in a while. Onigiri, again, sustaining the first big injury. I like that the power scaling is going higher and higher now in One Piece, where, it's a 2-on-1, clear as day. To me, it seems as though it's a setup, but it's getting stronger. It's getting tougher. The battles are getting constantly harder in One Piece now. I wish Pika was a better fight still, but for this being Zoro's next real big fight in the series, it's looking interesting. Although, to be honest with you, these aren't real big guys, so I don't want Zoro to struggle too much. He called them, you know what I'm saying? He put them down seemingly. I'm not saying that, because at the end of the chapter, he put in work, right? Zoro did his onigiri or whatever. Yeah, I know the audio is weird. I apologize to new viewers. I've been hearing it all night. That's always me, though. There's always something that happens. But anyway, honestly, Zoro stole the chapter. Zoro was the hands down creme de la creme of the chapter, taking down those dudes. Well, did he slap both of them down, or was it just one? Again, it seemed like it was a setup at the very least. Like, come on, the little kid laughing and them running saying, please help me. Zoro even said there was something up. So again, I don't know, maybe they were setting him up. So, now I want to ask the last question of the stream. How long have we been going? Or not the last question of the stream, but definitely the last question of the whole One Piece discussion. And that's, again, Luffy or Zoro. I think Zoro absolutely stole it. But in terms of, like, which one is more exciting? Luffy developing the Haki, Zoro with the cursed sword. And what is that exactly? Is it the blood on the sword itself? Zoro's been through some shit. He's chopped some stuff down. I'm curious to see. I think it's sucking up his soul. Yo, this audio shit is really annoying. I apologize, guys. I'm gonna fix that up. So yeah, guys, kind of just wanted to talk more manga, baby. Fornever Fridays. These streams will be a lot longer once I catch up to more. Between the two, I guess this is the big question right now, and I don't know if all the y'all. Okay, Dave, we get it, we get it. Which one was better, Black Clover or One Piece, baby? Which one had the better chapter this week? I'm gonna be honest with you, I was way more hype about Black Clover. One Piece was dope, Zoro was amazing. Grand scheme of things is gonna be way big, but Black Clover, the revelations, baby. I'm sorry, I gotta go with Black Clover for this one. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's pretty freaking crazy. But what do you guys think? Black Clover. I. So it seems as though, for the most part, everybody looking like Black Clover. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. And yeah, next one will probably be more so an hour long. Hopefully, I'll be caught up to My Hero by next week. But this is gonna be the basis of Fornever Fridays. We're gonna obviously add more stuff. I'm gonna have a lot more news to talk about and things of that nature. But wanted to start this up. I appreciate everybody for joining in. Sports Zip, suck a dick. Yeah. That's just how we do, baby. But I'm ForneverWorld. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, yeah, it's Fridays, but it's Thursday, starting on a Thursday. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit the bell to get all notifications. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Oh, can't forget the music. Have an awesome day, people.